It's time for an unboxing. So, today I got this in the mail, and it's a major Spider-Man first appearance key. So make sure to stay to the end of the video to see what's actually inside, and also to see another recent acquisition of a raw comic book that I bought, which I don't just buy graded comic books, so you'll have to see at the end of the video what I got. But before we unbox this bad boy, we got to talk about where I bought it. I actually bought this on my favorite platform for buying comics, and that is Instagram. So if you're a comic book collector, buyer, seller, my personal favorite platform, not a sponsor, though they should be, you should be watching this Instagram, is Instagram, and that's because they have just fantastic deals. The best deals I've gotten have been on Instagram. It's a fantastic community. People always helping each other out as far as, live streaming auctions and live streaming shows, selling shows. People will donate money to help other people get, their grails. It's fantastic. Super nice community. I got this book specifically from Diamond Comic Club. So shout out to Diamond Comic Club on Instagram. Make sure you follow them and watch their page for books that you could possibly buy. Also, they do some live sales from time to time, so definitely check out Diamond Comic Club. And this book I've been looking at getting for quite some time. I have collected a lot of the big Spider-Man keys. If you see behind me, I've got like First Venom, First Carnage, First Doc Ock, First Green Goblin. This is another big first key. So let's make sure to see what it is. And just so you know, this is a CGC graded comic book, which I should call Sleazy C for all those of you who know my great affiliation, great love of the company that is CGC. They're the best. So the reason I buy CGC graded comic books, I've mentioned this in other videos, but in case you're new, is because they hold their value better than the other grading companies, even through the issues that CGC has had with scams recently. But I digress. What's in the box? Good packaging. That's going back there. So, here's an empty box. So, Diamond Comic Club, this is my first purchase from them. I have watched their shows before, and I watched their consignment page. But, yeah, this book just jumped out at me as one I've been looking for a while, and the deal was too good to pass up. So, you ready? All right, drum roll. I hate those cheap plastic bags. Get better. Get Mylar. It is Amazing Spider-Man number 129, the very first appearance of the Punisher. So this is an 8.5 off-white to white. This has a custom Spider-Man label up top. Let me zoom in a bit on this one. If you can see the label and block out my face. So, yeah, get a close-up on this one. So what I really loved about this book was the grade. This is, for those of you who don't know, is a Copper Age book. And Copper Age books, I personally have a requirement that I want my Copper Age books to be at least an 8.0 off-white to white or better page quality. So being an 8.5 off-white to white, perfect. Fits exactly what I'm looking for in this book. Also, I look for the color strike. So for this book in particular, you can see there are obviously primary colors of red and yellow. The reds tend to be different color strikes, like as far as saturation and how deep that red is, and I really enjoyed the color strike on this particular copy. Some of the copies can be more orange rather than red, and this one tended to be more on the red side, which I appreciate. But number one was really the price. So $1,900 is what I paid all in for this book. And man, I can't believe I got that kind of a deal. These books easily are going for $2,200 right now, and that's like plus tax, plus shipping. My all-in number was $1,900. So what a killer deal. And I'm super happy. First appearance of the Punisher, great character, you know, and who doesn't love some good Spidey first appearance keys? This will have to go up on my wall. And for those of you who stayed till the end, I have another reveal of a book I bought, again, on Instagram. You seeing a pattern? You should be seeing a pattern. You see the pattern? Instagram. Buy on Instagram. You won't regret it. This book came from another consigner, and it's actually my favorite consigner, and that is Elite Comics 11. Elite Comics 11 is an amazing Instagram consigner. Again, not sponsored, but looking at you, Ollie, you should be sponsored by my videos. But Elite Comics 11 is my favorite because they are just probably I would have to say they are the largest consigner that I know of on Instagram. And they do live shows every day, and they do massive virtual comic book conventions. Like, it's called AtCon twice a year, and it's just a lot of fun, great community. They easily get or regularly get 100 plus people in their live sales on a daily basis. Great community, variety of sellers, and actually this seller is one of, if not my most favorite seller that sells on Instagram, but also just a local comic book seller that I know personally. And that is Ken with Tasty Cat Comics. So if you see the back of this book, yeah, it's from Tasty Cat Comics. From the shop owner is Ken, and he's in Portland, Oregon. I used to live in the Seattle area, so I actually have been to his shop, Tasty Cat Comics in Portland, and the customer service that I got was unmatched. As many of you know, in the comic book collecting community, local stores are hit or miss, to put it nicely. The quality, the pricing vary wildly, and your mileage may vary when going into local comic book stores. And Ken's store, just amazing people, very knowledgeable, super polite, great service, greeting you as you come in, asking what you're looking for, how they can help, making recommendations, suggestions, talking comic books, just great. And Ken himself, fantastic individual. I went to California Comic-Con last year and met him in person after buying a book from him on Instagram on Elite Comics 11 live sale. And I was new to the hobby at the time, and just fantastic individual. Took all the time to talk with me about books, about comic book collecting, give me lots of fantastic information for being a new comic book collector, and give me a lot of tips and tricks and strategies, but also told me about lots of great books and showed me his booth. And even though I didn't purchase anything from him that day, I mean, what a great guy to take the time, especially with someone who's new to the hobby. And really, I just so grateful that every time I see Ken on his live shows, I try to grab a book from him. So after all that gushing, Elite Comics 11, Tasty Cat Comics, we got 4-color Dell Comics number, 926. It is a Peter Pan book, Disney. So for those of you who don't know, I have a big affinity for Disney books, mainly because I'm a big Disney fan. Also because I have 4 daughters, and my daughters are massive Disney fans. And being massive Disney fans, they just love Disney movies. And so like Peter Pan, Captain Hook, these characters my girls just absolutely love. And the reason I buy these books specifically, not graded, but in their raw form, is so that I can read these with my girls. So yes, I do read comic books. For all those haters out there with all my graded books, I read books, and I read them with my kids. And it's, best part of my day at night is story time, and we're breaking out, 4-color comic books and just reading the panels that are, to me, timeless. These stories, they're going to be around for the test of time, and it's a great experience to have with my kids. So make sure to check out Instagram for your comic book buying. Make sure to check out this video for more unboxings, and I'll see you soon.